Hello and welcome to Midwich TV. I am Louis Robinson, and joining me in this video, I have Mark Walker from BTech. Now, we're diving into things here so we can talk about the biggest AV event in the calendar every year, which is Tech Expo. But before we do, Mark Walker, how are you doing, mate?
All good, thank you.
Good stuff. Right, tell us, who are you, Mark? What do you do?
I'm Mark Walker, the Managing Director of BTech here in the UK, which is a kind of multi-hatted role of managing the operations in the UK, the sales teams, but also, as I've been with the company for 18 years, still very much heavily involved in the direction of the product development and the strategies, even some of the tinier details of some of the products that we're still developing here.
The right person to talk to about the nuts and the bolts then, right?
Hope so, yeah.
So Tech Expo then, talk to us, BTech, what are you going to be bringing to this year's event?
This is going to be our 14th Tech Expo, and every year we try and bring something slightly new and slightly that might not have been seen before. So obviously we have other shows, IC, we do other launches, but this is a big one for us. UK is still our biggest and favourite marketplace, obviously. So it's really tailored to making lives a bit easier for the integrators, installers, giving you more reasons to come and speak to BTech at the show, really, answering some of those real installation challenges. Talk
to us about that then, installation challenges. What are we seeing in the market at the moment?
There's a real shift towards needing stuff a lot quicker, particularly on the LED side of things. So we've always worked on a build to order, and LED used to be, it's not off the shelf. Now people are suddenly realising needing a wall within days rather than weeks, or even that sort of 6-week turnaround we used to be able to do. So yeah, some good solutions to hopefully answer a lot of those problems quickly.
On that as well, like the way the world's working nowadays, everything's churning over faster and faster and faster, right? But we also have to think about how that impacts the world that we're living in nowadays. Sustainability is a huge topic that everyone's been talking about. How do BTech incorporate that into not just doing the events, but also your products as well?
Sustainability, it's not just a marketing tick box BTech, it is fundamental to what we do. We're in charge of bringing big lumps of metal to market, and we've got to be very conscious about how we do that. Something we've had a real big initiative on the last few years is plastic-free packaging. To transport heavy items, they need a lot of protection, so they actually survive the trials and tribulations of our couriers. We've actually managed to go completely plastic-free on all new products the last 2 years, and we're transitioning all existing products to plastic-free at the moment. So you'll start seeing that come through now. That's everything right down to no more plastic bags for your little screws, to even the tape we use is all paper, even this side when we're sort of repacking things and getting it out. Any packaging we have left over, if it comes in a master carton, everything gets shredded and that's used as void pack within the products when we send them out again. So there's no void fill bags or styrofoam chips, all that horrible stuff. So yeah, it's working hard on that. It's even right down to the packaging itself and maximising what we can within the packaging without compromising the user experience, so we can fit as much as we can into containers and things like that. So we're reducing the CO2 impact of every product. We don't air freight. It's big, heavy stuff. We don't you just can't really be doing that. Also developing things like green sheets, which help some of the tender opportunities you get in there. They really want to know the whole CO2 impact of a product. So it's something we're working on quite hard to make sure we've got a green sheet for every product, and that gives you the full life cycle CO2 impact of the product. So it's down to if there's any plastics actually within the product, cover plates and things like that, and what percentage can be recycled once it's reached the end of its life, which it's a bit of metal. It doesn't really have an end of life until the screen is attached to it is dead. So you should be able to get you 10 years plus out of those.
There's loads more questions I want to ask on that, but I'm going to leave that to the show because those green sheets and that green tick on the tenders nowadays is massive. And I'm going to leave that for people to come and speak to.
Fantastic, yeah.
Definitely. Unique bits of your stand this year. What are you looking to give people away? What expertise do you want someone to leave from the stand other than that green piece?
Green piece is important, but yeah, for us it's the simplicity of working with a company like BTech. So we handhold the whole process. It doesn't matter if it's a simple couple of screens going into a video conferencing solution, helping you specify the product from start to finish. We've got a full team of technical support. All of our sales guys are basically frontline technical support for their customers as well. So everyone's sort of really in on the knowledge of the products and can really help specify on the fly. So even when it comes to LED solutions, you don't have to wait for a day, a week, 10 days to get a quote. Any LED, doesn't matter how big, wide, doesn't matter how crazy shape it is, you'll have your quotation within a day. And we're going to show some of the tools we've got there to sort of build those quotations. And we always hold ourselves to the price you give it on the day, even if things sort of change as as we learn things as you go along.
That's really cool though, because it's good to see that kind of behind the scenes element of how everything comes together. And I don't know who said it, I think it was a famous cyclist, but the smallest parts sometimes make like the biggest difference. And that piece of a quote in a project, putting a project together, making sure the budgets are right is massive to getting that over the line.
Yeah, it's good to know from the off if the price is not going to work with what the solution is, because quite often people have an idea of a space they want to fill with LED. Until they see the price.
Exactly.
And there's always ways we can work within that to sort of minimise the amount of framing solution it is. Different brands require more or less support structure and things like that. So it's just finding out the exact needs of the solution, what we're working with. So yeah, cool. We can do site surveys and all sorts to kind of help bolster that need.
Lovely. And this might be the difficult question. It might not be the difficult question. We'll see how this goes. Has BTEC got a number one product from 2024 that you've been focusing on, or have you had a category that you've focused on that's really shone above the rest?
But I don't want to shout, I'm talking a lot here about the DV LED, but it really has been such a big fundamental focus for BTEC this year in developing new ranges and new ways to approach it, to simplify it from us, for the manufacturer, for the stocking, but mainly for the integrators and how they install it. But as importantly for the disties and how they can actually stock and react quickly to that. So yeah, there's new solutions that will be shown at the show, which should be answering a lot of those without making compromise on the installation ability on that.
Brilliant. Well, Mark, it's a pleasure catching up, mate. I'm looking forward to seeing the show.
Can't wait.
Can't wait to see the stand.
Cheers.
I'm going to learn a little bit about these quotes too.
Yeah, come and see.
I can get a little bit more up to speed on that and how I can make
come
things
to us
quicker for people.
the craziest thing you can imagine. I promise you, we've probably had crazier.
Well, Mark, it's been an absolute pleasure catching up, mate.
Thank you.
I'm Louis, this is Midwich TV. We're talking all things Tech Expo to get you excited for the event. Make sure you come and join us down at Royal Ascot on the 23rd and 24th of October. We'll catch you there.